Alright, welcome back. With the Yawn defeated and the crest all used, we can now proceed with the game. This is the first time that we're leaving the mansion. Um, it's honestly kind of a standard thing in a lot of the old school Resident Evil games where you spend a fair bit of time in like one area, and then after like a group of four things that you do that you have to collect, you then leave the area again, or leave the area for the first time and start exploring a second smaller area. Alright. So this is the not yet. One sec. It's just a little in-between area that we need to grab one item for. And push this little staircase so that we can grab the crank. Alright, and then I believe there is a small key sitting here. And I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else in either of these barrels. Okay, so I held onto the shotgun here, because there are 3 dogs in this area. And I've had it happen before where they, like, absolutely, like, gang up on you, all 3 of them. And I do find it a bit easier when they do that to pull out the shotgun for crowd control. Thankfully, I managed to get through this without having to use the shotgun. That sounded like a radio.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Please respond. What the hell? Is nobody out there?
This is Chris.
Can you hear me, Brad?
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Anybody answer me. This is
Damn, it's broken.
Damn chicken shit. Alright. So it's a little hard to tell from the picture, but there are quite a number of herbs right over here. There are 2 blue ones right there on the side of the wall, and then there are 2 reds back in the left-hand corner, and 3 greens in the right-hand corner. We're not picking those up at the moment because we just don't need to. I'd rather have them on hand for later, after we're done with the next area. A square hole. Let's check this. You don't have, it should be said, you don't have to check items if you already know what they are, but for Let's Play sake, I do show it off. That drains the water. Like, I'm not really sure what's stopping Chris from just jumping in and going through, unless he just doesn't want to get wet. Although, given what we've seen in this mansion so far, I'm not too surprised if he wouldn't want to jump into water that he can't see. Can't see the bottom of. Alright. Snakes can poison you, but as long as you're running, you'll get through that section just fine. I don't think I've ever been actually poisoned by those snakes. or really any of the snakes in this game, other than Yawn, obviously. How you dick. I don't usually bother killing these ones because there's enough room to kind of run around them. Alright. There are 3 dogs in this hallway, so do be careful. Run! Run, Chris! Get through the door. Those ones are also not worth killing, because after you take out the boss of this area, they just despawn anyways, so why waste the bullets? Damn it, Chris, push it! I think it might be a little too far over. So, here's the thing, that hole, if you don't push that pillar over top of it, a vine will come out and grab you as you're trying to pass. And I don't know how much damage it actually does, but it's not really worth taking the damage for. Ow, you jerk. That spray stuff does poison, so be careful. Unfortunately, since we didn't go through the door behind where we put the pillar, it did not save the location. I think that's what determines. I do believe there is a second one in here. If there is. Alright. There's a safe room right across the hall, so we're gonna go in there first. All of the enemies are in rooms in this area. There are no enemies in the hallways. With one small exception, and I'll get to it once we get there. Put the crank away, along with the ink ribbons. Go ahead and grab these handgun bullets, since kind of need them. And we'll pick up the first aid spray. I don't intend to use any first aid sprays in this run, so... I definitely think it is more than doable to not have to use any. I just tend to pick them up so that if I do need them, they're in my inventory somewhere. Okay, I think that's it. That's so much. And it's like, Come on. I am genuinely curious if there... What is the chances of getting a headshot with the Beretta in this game? It has to be really low. And I think it's just random. Because I think I've only gotten it maybe like once or twice ever in playing this game. Unusual. There's a key in the cup. Yes, I will take the key. Thank you, game. Okay. Don't think there's anything in here, or like any enemies in here. Yeah. Fortunately, our inventory is kind of filled at the moment. So we'll be back for that. I think in total, this entire area only took me maybe like 50 minutes. That's how long, maybe an hour at max. So overall, it's not really that long of an area. Like, and obviously, if you're, a good player, you could probably get through this in half that time, if not faster. Alright, let's go and grab our reward. Will you take the C room key? Yes, yes we will. Not this music, but it's the music in that room in particular that reminds me of Spore Spawn from Super Metroid. I don't know why, but it just sounds like the Spore Spawn enemy music from that game. Push, push, Chris, push. Alright. Should be good at this point. Go ahead and move forward. Okay. Can't go in the door down that way just yet. So let's head into here. Okay, we do need to be quick. Actually, I don't think they trigger until you picked up this key. So I think these are wasps. I think that's what they're supposed to be. You can just kind of ignore them as long as you run away quickly. You can always go back in to reset the room. Once you've picked up the key, though, they will keep spawning. But it takes a few seconds for them to come over here. There's a panel with the number key. Will you push the keys? So the clue for this is actually in the spider room. If you go the opposite way, there is a billiards table in the back that you can click on or notice, and it is different for both Chris and Jill. That was the password for Chris, obviously. Use the dormitory key. There is a... Yeah, see. There is a number 2 on the back that you would have to check to know for sure, like, which it is. Don't think there's anything in here. Oh my god. Plant 42 report. 4 days have passed since the accident, and the plant at point 42 is growing amazingly fast. It has been affected by the T-virus differently than other plants have been, and shows unique shape in addition to its size. Looking at the way it behaves, it is now difficult to determine what kind of plant it was originally. There are 2 ways in which plant 42 gathers nutrition. Ugh. The first one is through its root that reaches into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and broke the water tank in the basement. Now the basement is filled with water. It is easily imaginable that some chemical elements were blended in the water and promotes the incredibly fast growth of plant 42. Another part of plant 42 from the basement grows through the duct and hangs down like so many bulbs from the ceiling of the first floor. Many vines come out of these bulbs, and they are the second resource for its nutrition. Once sensing movement, plant 42 shoots its vines around the prey and holds it. Then it starts sucking up blood, using the suckers located at the back of its vine. It also has some intelligence. It blocks the door by twining its vines around it, especially when it captures prey or is sleeping. Several staff members have already fallen victim to this. Henry Sarton. Plant 42 report has been filed. Alright, we got a desk. There are enough keys in the game, the small keys, to unlock all of the desks. There is one specific desk that I am going to avoid because I don't want to waste the key. Grab some shells. He's still alive. Stop playing. Okay, there he goes. That's all that's in here. If you're quick, you might be able to get past him. Although, I don't really like taking the chance with, in small, cramped rooms like that. Alright, so there's 2 ways to go about this. I think the intended way is to push this one back, and then come over to this side and push this one over here. You can push it the other way and you can still get through, but it doesn't save it like that. Which makes me think that this is the actual intended way. Alright, everyone's favorite part of old school Resident Evil games. the block pushing. At least we're not playing as Sherry. Alright, so we're going to start off by pushing this block up and then pushing it over towards that wall and then pushing it down, because otherwise there's no way of getting behind it, since pulling is not an option. Push, only push. Thankfully, the other two are fairly simple. Just, you know, make sure to push this one first. They will reset if they're not in the water. So if you do manage to push one into the water and then screw up on one of the other ones, it will save the block that you already pushed in. Alright, there is a couple of herbs right there. I think they're both green, I want to say. Alright, we need to make a mad dash to the other end of this flooded corridor. Because, as you could probably guess, there is something in the water. You've used the sea room key. That is the only use for it. Quick, get into the door. Alright. We're safe now. It's a good thing the sharks don't know how to open doors. Although they somehow managed... They did manage to get out, which confuses me, but... Because I'm pretty sure that's the tank right there that they were in. Yeah, if you try and open this door, it will say that it's locked. So don't get fooled. Because otherwise the sharks will get you. But this is the stockpile room right here. So I've been hearing, I've heard that you need shotgun shells. Well, here you go. And we got our second dormitory key. Which also has a number on the back, so... you don't know what it is, and which one it goes to. Well, there's only one other dormitory that we haven't been to. But that's how you... We are pretty much set on handgun bullets for the rest of the game, because after this point, the handgun really loses its usefulness. We're pretty much going to be switching to the shotgun as our main form of defense for quite a while. Until, like, end game. You take the small key. Yes. Alright, and that is it for this episode. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.